The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here in England. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. At the 39-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
26.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. 53 to Mike. 53 to
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run with Pollard, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Preston Smith there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Prescott on 4th down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 53, Mike. I got you. I got you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Win. That's the egg shot. 53 is the mic. 50. All day, dog.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
53. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back north. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers.
And he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Got a man, that's Allison. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This one away, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Ravens nothing.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, you must be dreaming. Wahoo. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 52, Jet,
Jackson. Roberts has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They toss to Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check pass. Yo, I got him. On me.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Switch up, switch up.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check 48, come on. Go, get up there, get up there. Guys, game situation, let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
53, Mike. I know he ain't got it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We won. Come to my work. Let's go, ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
I'm coming for you, son. Alert flare.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, here we go. Let's go. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson on 1st down. Partner here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
50, check 53 is mine. Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Watch the edge. Out. Showing it. Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Bandit. Bandit. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Flushed out right. Roberts got it.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On second and a long way to go. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Jackson, it's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to slip, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
53's the mic. Go. Check 53. Mike, 53. 53.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Roberts has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing here, Prescott looking deep in the direction of, it's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. For us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Flip it down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
In your face.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long for Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
Inside. Hey, wahoo!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down inside the 10. And Graham's got it. Complete. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Packers 14. Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 21, Cowboys nothing.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, Sports. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Williams. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. I'm coming for you.
You begin.
This is Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
88.
What we got?
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see